Orlovsky plagiarized your take? Like, at some point, we have to start talking about people citing their work. If you're going to take one of the takes and use them on Get Up or First Take, you need to at least cite your work. Either he referenced you, they could put it on the topic bar like a term paper, citing Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike for saying that the Steelers aren't bad enough to get a high enough draft pick to take a quarterback. That needs to happen, because he literally verbatim said what you've been saying for the last year about the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback situation.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. But that really started with you, did it not? On 2 years ago on Get Up with the Brandon Ayuk trade idea that you threw out there, that we caught you on television stealing my Brandon Ayuk take.
Oh, but I'm a part of the show.
Yes.
So Brandon Ayuk, the thought originated from the show Unsportsmanlike. So like anything that any of us say, we have carte blanche to be able to use it.
So we're from St. Louis,
without citing it.
We're from St. Louis.
I'm just
You're
saying
from
people
Illinois.
that aren't on the show every single day, if they're using our take, they need to cite where they got the take from.
There needs to be an asterisk, and then at the bottom in the key it says first originated by Evan Cohen.
It's like if you're writing an essay in college, you have to cite your work. You have to reference it, the book, the page, all that stuff.
Now that I think about it,
a little footnote, something, whatever.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
Where was Dan this week? The great Dan Orlovsky. Just salt of the earth, wonderful guy. Where was he this week? Get Up. I don't want to speculate on his personal life, professional life. Makes that big take, and then there's all kinds of rumors that Dan Orlovsky here to stay, going to be big. Did he get a big contract extension off of that take? Is that what we're hearing?
So are you saying you should get a cut?
I didn't take it that far, sir.
Oh, I mean, no, that's not in the notes
I didn't take it that far.
Are you suggesting that you should get some royalties? I don't think your take got Dan Orlovsky
paid. I think he's pretty damn good at his job.
Imagine?
Oh, he's phenomenal.
They're like, I was on the fence about him, but that take that he just
that whole Steelers thing.
Put it over the top.
You know what? Let's add a zero. Let's add a zero to that take after the Steelers take.
But you know what? That's what makes it worse. He's so good at his job.
He's phenomenal.
That he should cite you when he takes your take.
Did I ever say it to him? I don't remember that. It's possible.
Well, he listens to the show. So
I know
even if you didn't say it to him, you did say it to him because he's got it tuned to ESPN Radio
That's true.
When he's up in the mornings and he's listening to you. So he got it from you.
So the take, for those who are unaware of what CC is rightfully reporting, that, well, yes. What was the way that we phrased the Giannis thing? All but confirmed, right? Because it's not confirmed that he's coming back. It's all but. CC all but confirmed that Dan Orlovsky stole the take, which the take was Mike Tomlin is too good to get them bad enough to get great enough.
Get them bad enough to be in a position to draft the quarterback that's going to get them good enough.
Great enough.
Great enough.
And I don't mean to point out that word, but that is important.
Because they're good, not great right now.
Because even, you picked Rodgers for MVP last year. There was I'm saying I'm saying this in a positive way. I'm saying, let's say you're in life, you're a glass half full. Everything in life, that is your superpower. No, that's your superpower. Is glass half full, and it's awesome. So if you're glass half full about Rodgers, what are you going to say? Yeah, they could be good. You would never utter the words great.
No, if you're glass half full, you say he still has shades of that MVP in him, of that Super Bowl champion in him. This is a guy who's an upgrade in that quarterback room. He can still sling it. The footwork looks good. He's motivated. They're going to be a threat to win the division, and they are a team that's going to not only just sneak into the playoffs, they're going to win playoff games this
Super
year.
Bowl contenders?
That's glass half full. Now, I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying if I was glass half full, that's what I would say about Rodgers and the Steelers. Because some people think this is going to work.
Mike Tomlin is one of them. Hold on. Here's Mike Tomlin yesterday.
Boy, I needed that laugh coming in here to work today. My ankle jacked up. It's swollen. It's all bad. I'm in pain. But I needed that laugh, Smalls. Somebody actually thinking that Aaron Rodgers with the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to work out for the Steelers. Boy, that is funny.
That someone is going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame coach that we all love. Here's Mike Tomlin yesterday.
Read his resume. We're excited about him being here. He's excited about being here. But we'll make no bold predictions. We're just going to roll our sleeves up and go to work and let our efforts do the talking.
The read the resume thing is a tricky thing, and there's no way of doing this to come off positively.
The resume say you ain't won in a long time.
But
you ain't won when it matters for that franchise in a long time.
But think about this. and I feel like this guy would laugh about it. Shaq's one of the greatest players of all time. If the Boston Celtics upon his arrival were like, read the resume, he's not the Shaq from the Lakers. He's a different version of that. Of course, he's a positive in the locker room and around guys, whatever it is. The read the resume thing also doesn't mean the resume is current. When was the last time he updated the resume? Because even yesterday, Rodgers, in his conversation about why the Steelers were the right fit, I mean, let's take a listen to that and then I'll explain here why the Steelers were the right fit right now.
Eric, why was the Steelers the right fit for you?
I think it starts with Mike Tomlin. I mean, I've been a fan of his for a long time. There's a few iconic franchises in the NFL. I played for one of them for 18 years. This is another one of those.
Okay, and I was okay with what he said, and he was over the top praising the Packers and his love affair with Mike McCarthy is fascinating. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how good you got it until it's gone.
Right. So the resume is interesting, right? There was a couple of years that were left out in his tale about Mike Tomlin. How can you not? Steelers, amazing. Pittsburgh ties. He talked about all the injuries, in his words, about Mike McCarthy, who's from Pittsburgh. He left out 2 years of the resume, which were the previous 2 years that he was here in New York with the Jets, Smalls.
That were disastrous.
Yes.
The 2 years where he got everything he wanted.
Correct.
Everything he wanted.
And I know one of those years, obviously, 4 plays in, was interrupted due to a horrific injury. But still, that doesn't negate the fact that the New York Jets were worse when Aaron Rodgers left than they were when he arrived.
They were better when he wasn't playing for them in 2023. Forget about when he arrived. They were better as a team when he didn't play the entire season. All but 4 plays. They won 7 games that year with Zach Wilson and Tim Boyle, just a cast-off bunch of characters. Aaron Rodgers steps in, they 5-12 this past year. And everybody gets fired. So to think that it's going to be materially different in Pittsburgh, considering the state of that franchise, is laughable to me. Check the resume. Steelers ain't won a playoff game.
Không bị yêu đâu, anh chơi được chứ. Chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Hôm nay mình tiếp tục hướng dẫn mọi người làm vòng với tiêu đề là thảm đỏ. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm nhé. Cả bồ bạc.
Rồi, một chút xíu nữa. Rồi, quen ăn người lạ đi ra cho bạn như này là sau, bên dưới là sau. Cho dưới game dưới tự cách như thế này.
Dưới biết mình mà. Nó vào album ảnh của ta nó xem hết rồi. Giờ còn mỗi anh Quang mà chưa được xem thôi.
Nhìn anh đi cái đề này. Đâu? Đi cái đề này. Đi trong cái video của em là phức tạp nhưng không phức tạp mà em và các anh.
Mơ đó ra bằng tôi là cái gì.
Thôi đi chuyện đó mà, đúng không? Chị anh ơi.
Nếu
quan trọng là không phải quan trọng 1 tháng 5 đi lên Hà Nội xem pháo hoa. Có cái tàu boy. Lúc đó diễn viên. Đấy là rất xem chỗ.
lên một thanh tân vào.
Chứ biết ở thành phố Hồ Chí Minh mà. Đấy, chứ biết ở thành phố Hồ Chí Minh mà. Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh ấy.
Cái gì?
Chương Minh nữa.
Không biết.
Trong miền Nam thành phố Hồ Chí Minh nhưng mà bắn pháo hoa thì cả thủ đô Hà Nội cũng đẹp.
Rồi nhưng mà tao nó bảo là bắn thì Chương Minh ở Hà Nội. Nhưng cái đây là người nào? Đúng rồi, qua 20 năm nghề. Có Hồ Chí Minh ở dưới bên 50 năm nghề tại vì phóng miền Nam. Xem cái rồi nhưng mà trên TikTok thì nó chỉ bảo là Chương Minh, Chương Minh. Chương Minh ấy qua trực tiếp TV thôi. Mình xem có một hình điện thoại.
Đúng rồi, mình bắt tiền không vào đấy thôi. Có tiền thì
Dọn thì vào đấy. Đi luôn đi. Thế còn con giải phóng lại. Không nên bắt nó bướng đi.
Cái này mấy hôm nay cái hôm cứ cười đó hả?
Nông dân của Việt Nam từ bao nhiêu năm trước rồi, 100 triệu năm
miền Trung.
Nói chung là nó dần xuống. Mấy ông
làm riêng mà làm lãnh đạo cục chi là lương rất thường hơn.
Đầu tiên nói.
Miền Bắc là đầu tiên.
Miền Bắc là đầu tiên của chữ S, cho đến miền Trung, cho đến miền Nam rồi. Ở cuối cái chữ S đấy.
Mình cái đại Việt ấy, tất nhiên Việt Nam đại Việt to lắm. Sang lấn được cả Trung Quốc mà. Có đồng có đảng nữa. Nó đi về miền Bắc.
Ô lại mưa à? Ôi trên đâu mưa à?
Nó đẩy về miền Bắc.
Nghe nhầm tiếng quạt.
Sông Tam nó đang ở dưới miền Nam.
Nói nhầm đi khổ lắm, nhầm đi không tìm tiếng.
Tao quên trả lời, ông trả lời này lắm gì?
Chạy đi. Chặn luôn.
Đi làm.
Anh mày đừng có đây rồi, đây rồi. Ôi cười này không lắm mình nghe.
Em kia lái xe giỏi lắm. Siêu lắm.
Em chỉ đại ngày